Hey my friends, we are broadcasting from the car again and I want to talk about the important topic. So we will be talking about what to do if people don't understand you and they are pulling you down. People are often people are often pulling us down because they don't understand us. Why people don't understand you? Because you are way ahead of their time. You're way ahead of their time. Your ideas are too high for them. Your ideas are too far from them. Because they can't understand your ideas, it's not your problem, it's their problem. So stop following them and follow your heart. Because your heart is saying, before I tell you what your heart is saying, I will tell you that we have two different languages. One is the language of the universe and the second one is the language of physical nature, physical reality. And the language of the universe is feeling. The language of the universe is feeling. And feeling, more it is charged with inspiration, joy, happiness, and all those positive emotions. More the universe is saying to you through that feeling, hey, you need to express this. This is your gift. You need to express it because you need to pull it out. If you will pull it out, something so wonderful will happen to you, for you. Things will start manifesting. Everything will work for you. But the thing is, that idea is probably so ahead of the time of society that most people will not understand it. So now the question is, are you brave enough to do it? Or I need to find somebody else? That's the universe saying. Are you brave enough to do it? Or I need to find somebody else? So you see, you've been the chosen one for that idea. Will you express it? And the heart here is always saying, do it, do it, do it. It will say, do it, my friend. But it will not push you and it will not force you. It will just say, do it. Then the ego will turn on. Oh, people will judge me. I'm scared. I don't want to lose my friends. And most people are following the ego. That's why most people are not changing themselves. Most people are not experiencing all this, like the success or like whatever we want to say. Most people are not manifesting those things because they are following the ego, which is saying don't do that because people will judge you. You will be judged. Then the language of the physical nature is action. So one more time, first language is language of the universe, it's feeling. More it is charged with joy or happiness or inspiration, better you feel when you experience that feeling. For example, when was the last time that you've experienced that you should write a book, or you should write a song, or you should film a video, or you should paint something, or you should draw something? Go back into that memory and be aware what have you felt in your body, how it felt like, and be aware how much inspiration there was. So the reason why it is important, we can be totally connected with the universe. We can be totally connected, understanding the language of the universe. But if we don't understand the language of physical nature, we will not create any difference. We can channel informations, higher wisdom. But if we don't pull those informations out, we are not changing anything. We are just channelers, but not doing anything with what we are channeling. So the point here is, if you will not do anything about it, somebody else will. And you may not like it because you will say, well, I had that idea, That person stole it from me. No, the universe just chose another one to express it because you didn't express it. So now probably we are a little bit off the topic, because the topic at the beginning was why you're not accepted, or why people are pulling you down. If people are pulling you down, the thing is that you choose to express that idea, which is amazing. You choose to speak the language of physical nature as well. You understood the language from the universe. Even if you were not aware of it, you felt the feeling. After you felt the feeling, you created action with that feeling. So you started expressing it. And people started saying it to you that you are too high, you're dreaming, or whatever. They're pulling you down. But you know what? Right now is the time to follow your idea, to follow that vision. Right now is the time to take actions. Right now is the time to work on that, because eventually you will meet new people which will support you. But right now you're building the strength to move through that, to move through those challenges. Many times we will come through the moments where some people will just not agree with what we are doing, and that's normal, that's natural, and that's okay. The point is that you are agreeing with what you're doing. You can see the opposite is happening in the society. Most people are not agreeing with what they are doing, but they are still doing it because they've been told to do that. That's why so many people are not happy, because they are doing something with what they are not agreeing to do it, but they are still doing it because they think they need to do it to survive. Because they don't understand the language of the universe. Even if they are taking actions, they're not connected with the universe, so they don't know themselves, and they are doing what they've been told. So if you have been judged by the society, if people are pulling you down, it's totally fine, because you're ahead of their time. They will not understand you. It's nothing wrong with that. You will meet people which will understand you, which will support you, which will help you, if you will keep up with that. Just don't let that those feelings will destroy you. The emotions of sadness, of fear, of being alone. You know what alone actually means? If we put another L into it, all one. All one. We are all one. You're actually never alone. When we find ourselves alone, we just find out how much we are not aware of that we are actually constantly connected. Just our awareness is falling, but we are never disconnected. We are always connected. Just the question is how strongly we feel the connection. So we are actually never alone, because we are all one. Sometimes we are wandering in our minds and we feel separated, and physically we are separated. You are there and I'm here. But still, when we experience something which is aligned with me and with you, we will feel same emotions. We can listen a music which will inspire you and me, and we will feel same emotions. Because we will be vibrating on the same level, and we will experience oneness between each other. Many times we are experiencing energy that way. And the energy is before matter. So before we are material beings, we are energy. But still, matter is also the energy. Just it is vibrating slower. That's why it's possible to see it and to feel it. So you are never alone. Even when people are pulling you down, you're never alone, because the content that you're producing will one day help millions of people. Whatever you're doing, one day millions of people will be inspired by your work. I'm telling you, my friends. So you're never alone. Right now, some people which don't feel you are pulling you down. The other day, some people will be pulling you up because they will feel inspired by your work. But it's not the point to be distracted by somebody which is pulling you down, or be distracted by somebody which is pulling you up. The point is that you are doing it because it feels good for you. And that's it. So do whatever feels good for you. Do whatever feels inspiring to you. Whatever brings you joy. And that's it, my friend. So for now, I will leave you here with love, blessings, and power. See you soon, my friends. One love.